Hello Gemini and welcome to Providence. My name is KK and this is your general weekly reading for the week commencing the 29th of November 2020. Hope you're all very well and thank you for joining me. Once again, this is for the Gemini Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs of Gemini, as well as the cross watchers. Everyone is welcome here. And as always, please be reminded that this is a general weekly reading and to only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else out there in the collective Gemini. There we are. The Page of Cups, Gemini, is where we start your weekly reading. And the pages for me are the messengers of the tarot. And the message the Page of Cups brings, firstly, is one in a intuitive realm. An intuitive message is the way that the Page of Cups communicates. So pay attention to your dreams this week. Pay attention, if you're into yoga or meditation practices, pay attention to any insights you may have during those sessions. And also just pay attention to the symbolism around you, synchronicities, the animals that might cross your path, all that symbolism. These are the ways the Page of Cups, excuse me, communicates. Excuse me for just 1 second. I'll just have a sip of tea. I've got terrible hay fever, Gemini. I'm very sorry. All right. Sorry, the Page of Cups. These are the ways he communicates. The message that he's trying to bring you through these forms is one about being curious, about possibilities around you at the moment, opportunities around you at the moment. This is what the Page of Pentacles is trying to tell you. And it is often the case that these opportunities are actually right under your nose. They're in your local area. They're right around the corner. You see them every day. It's just you've never considered them to be a possibility for you. And now you're starting to be curious about this and to take a look at them from a different kind of angle. There are opportunities all around you at the moment, is what the Page of Cups is trying to tell you. And to take a really good look at those things that may be under your nose already. So that is how we start your weekly reading. Let's get all the cards on the deck for you. And we'll get into what these opportunities that are around you at the moment might be. Just take another little sip of tea. Great. Okay, card at the bottom of the deck of this week. And the overarching energy for you, Gemini, is the World. And this is the final card of the Major Arcana. This is a card about completion. And in particular, the completion of life cycles. It's also the accomplishment card. You have learnt all the things the universe wanted you to learn. You've experienced everything the universe wanted you to experience throughout this particular life cycle. And now the universe wants you to take that wisdom, that knowledge, those skills, and integrate those into your life and for new life cycles that will begin for you shortly. So there's a completion about this week, which is really interesting. The Page of Cups then saying, yeah, look, things are winding up for you in some areas of your life, but there are actually these opportunities around you at the moment. So have a little look, is what this Page of Cups is trying to tell you. And the Ace of Wands is crossing you this week, Gemini. Now, as we all know, the aces are the gifts from the universe. Whether this is happening in divine timing or you've been co-creating this behind the scenes, you are being handed the gift of the Ace of Wands, which is inspiration, which is new beginnings, which is also the power to create something out of potential. You're inspired. I always say there's little leaves on the wand here, little sparks, little embers of inspiration flying off. You can see potential in ideas. You may even see potential in other people or indeed yourself. And you have got the gift to take that potential and create something very, very special out of it. New beginnings, successful projects, from being inspired. Amazing. Well, you've got the King of Wands also sitting in your past position this week, Gemini. Now, the King of Wands is the natural born leader. You know, people just are magnetized to follow the King of Wands. Very charismatic, very magnetizing, has a great entrepreneurial spirit as well, does the King of Wands, and very honourable. You know, what the King of Wands says you can absolutely trust. But he has this wonderful quality, which goes back to this Ace of Wands that he holds in his hand right there. And it's about being a visionary. Again, he can see potential in ideas, in people, and take that potential and create something very, very successful out of it in his entrepreneurial way. These are the attributes of the King of Wands. I think you know this King of Wands. And it's certainly going to be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, Gemini. It can be a man or a woman, as I don't read gender into the cards, but I'm actually saying a man, I must say. So a male Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is somebody you know. It is sitting in your past position, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. Because I think they have seen the potential in you, and then they have inspired you to bring about your own, to be inspired by yourself, to be able to create these things out of potential. I will get back to that in a second. Sorry, I'm just hearing something, Gemini. That's why I'm all of a sudden sounding a bit weird. All right. The Knight of Pentacles is in your grounding position this week. And the Knights bring the offerings from the Kings and the Queens. And the Knight of Pentacles, firstly, is the slowest moving knight in the deck. But for very good reason, because the Knight of Pentacles brings you the offering of routine, of being disciplined, of being focused, of being methodical, working hard, taking a more conservative approach towards things. These are the offerings of the Knight of Pentacles, because this is how the Knight of Pentacles has progress and productivity in his life. You know, very structured, very methodical, making sure you dot every I and cross every T. These are the offerings from the Knight of Pentacles. I'm just going to flip this over and then I'll just go back a sec. Yeah, that's what I was kind of looking for. The World, I talk about completion of life cycles. The Wheel of Fortune, the beginning of new life cycles. Yeah. I'm laughing at myself because I was thinking, oh, is there a Wheel of Fortune in here? The beginning of new life cycles. You know, this is known as the Destiny card. This is the Good Luck card. This is Karma Repaid, the beginning of new life cycles. It's a turning point. This is the universe, absolutely. You've got completion over here and the beginning here. Crazy. Beginning of a new life cycle. I'm going to go back because that actually makes sense to sort of what I was hearing. This King of Wands, you know, again, I'm pretty sure it's a man, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They have seen the potential in you. I feel that this is an older person than yourself, or a person of greater authority than you. You know, it could be the manager at work, your boss. It might be an older relative or an older, well-respected member of the community. It's that sort of energy I'm picking up on. They've seen the potential in you. I feel they've taken you under their wing. You know, informally or formally. You know, it's a role model to you. It could be a mentor to you. But that's inspired you. You're about to start this major new life cycle. That's why this Ace of Wands is sitting here. That's why the Page of Cups is there, saying there's opportunities all around you at the moment. Be inspired. Take that potential of something and turn it into something very, very successful. You know, be conservative about it. You know, don't go taking all your life savings and throwing it into this, you know, tech startup or something. Absolutely invest some money if you really believe it, but just be a little bit conservative. You know, work hard, all these things. Major new life cycle. Yeah, and the Tower. Yeah, okay. The Tower is the outcome of this. This is going to disrupt everything. I know people don't like seeing the Tower, but bear with me here, Gemini, because I quite like the Tower. Yes, it can be a disruptor. It can bring about, well, it does bring about sudden change. It can cause upheaval. It can cause chaos. I mean, this card is very dramatic and chaotic. It's got lightning bolts and fire and people, you know, jumping out of windows and all of that, representing that end of this Tower energy. And yes, it does bring that. But what the Tower is actually doing is the universe is coming in and burning down this Tower, destroying this Tower, because this Tower is your old life cycle. This Tower no longer serves you where you're about to go. And what the Tower energy is really all about is the revelation. It's an awakening to how strong your foundations are to rebuild a new Tower that is better going to serve you moving into your future. And this is what this is doing. This new life cycle is going to be radical. It is going to happen quickly. It is going to cause some sort of upheaval. But I don't think you're going to feel the upheaval. I think everyone else around you is going to feel the upheaval. This King of Wands is going to have you back. They can see what you're trying to do. You know, perhaps you're going to quit your job and try to start up your own business. It's that kind of upheaval. You might decide that you're going to relocate to a different town, a different city, a different country. It's that sort of upheaval. It's a controlled upheaval for you, but everybody around you is just sort of chaotic. Does that make sense, Gemini? I hope that makes sense, because you know what you're trying to do. So yes, it is a change. It is disrupting the status quo, I guess. But because you know what you're doing, it doesn't seem so chaotic to you. But it will do to everybody else around you. Just be aware of that. All right, we got there. I love it when, you know, what I'm hearing actually unfolds. That is always heartening. All right. As always, Gemini, I like to take one final message just to finalise the weekly reading for you. But if you are resonating with this, by all means, please give the video a like. Feel free to leave a comment if you would like to. And if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button below the video, as I do have ongoing weekly readings available for everyone. Again, a perfect card. Number 14, the Chameleon Spirit. And the Chameleon Spirit says, act as if. This is a major transitional time, you know, completion of a life cycle, the beginning of a new one, destroying the Tower so you can rebuild a new Tower that is going to serve you better. Act as if. And this is about just being comfortable in this transitional moment. I will let Chameleon Spirit speak for itself. Let's see what messages Chameleon Spirit brings you this week, Gemini. Chameleon Spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dream. Even if you feel like you are in uncharted territory, Chameleon Spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land, adapting as required. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. I will leave you with that as the final message of the week, Gemini. I wish you a fabulous week ahead. I do look forward to seeing you all next week. Until then, from me to you, much love and light. Bye-bye.